So apart from these 4 components, we need some additional things like Google Maps. Maps is important or not? Without maps, you cannot develop any mobile application, boss. Maps is a mandatory one. Maps we need, the nearby places we need, and web services concept we need. Mainly in mobile, we cannot maintain any data. Correct or not? Mobile is not having that much database capacity. And for example, some data is available in your mobile phone. One of your friend can interact with your mobile. Let us take you are here, boss. One of my friend is I'm here. One of my friend is available at US. In my phone, some data is available. I stored some data in my mobile phone. My friend can access this data? No, right? Imagine by God grace, he's accessing the data, my phone data. Let us say I have 10,000 friends. The 10,000 friends wants to access the data. My mobile is having that much capacity to provide the services for 10,000 people? No, right? So what we had to do? We had to maintain one server. We had to store the data in the server. So from your mobile application, you had to communicate with that server. So communicating a server is nothing but which concept? Web services. So web services we need, Google Maps we need, Google Places we need. And one more thing, one of the important concept, Google Cloud Messaging. What is another one? Google Cloud Messaging. So this WhatsApp, 99% of the major applications are working on the Google Cloud Messaging. But in the market, very less people are having the knowledge on Google Cloud Messaging. You learned MIT tool, right? First phase and second phase. Have you learned about Google Cloud Messaging? Have you learned how to send notifications to your mobile phone? No? Then what is the need, right? Notifications is a very important part or not? Okay. So by using Google Cloud Messaging concept, we can send notification to mobile devices. The advantage with Google Cloud Messaging is you can send 4 KB of data you can send. The lifetime of message is 7 days. And you can send a notification to some crores of devices, not even 1 rupee cost also. In WhatsApp you are getting with free of cost, right? Why WhatsApp people are providing with free of cost? WhatsApp is working on Google Cloud Messaging. This Google Cloud Messaging service is free of cost. So that's why they are also providing free of cost. Babu, laksha message laki neeku 16,000 rupayalu padutadi anko appudu istara vaadu neeki. For 1 lakh for 1 lakh notifications, for 1 lakh messages you have to pay 16,000 rupees. ఈ రూల్ ఉంది అనుకోండి అప్పుడు. So way to SMS ఇవన్నీ ఏంటంటే for sending 1 lakh SMS, the provider is going to charge 16,000 rupees. For 1 lakh SMS, the provider is going to charge minimum 16,000 rupees. WhatsApp లో నా గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్కి రోజు 1000 మెసేజ్ పంపిస్తాను బాస్. Imagine. I don't have that much time, okay? So imagine I'll send 1 lakh messages. But WhatsApp is providing with free of cost, right? WhatsApp people will tell you, boss, for first 1 year will you free of cost. For second year you had to purchase with 53 rupees. 55. So I'm using for the last 2 years. I'm not paid anything. Why? Sir, kotta ante మీ అనంతపురంలో అంతా ఇంతనా నువ్వు ఒక్కనే ఇంతనా? So here that WhatsApp services is there, right? WhatsApp internally working on Google Cloud Messaging. That service is free of cost. So that's why they are also providing with free of cost. పొద్దున్నే లేవగానే నాలో ఫ్లిప్కార్ట్ లో ఒక మెసేజ్ వస్తుంది బాస్. టుడే 20% ఆఫ్ ఆన్ ద మెన్స్ వేర్, 50% ఆఫ్ ఆన్ ద home appliances. In Flipkart application they are having 2 crores numbers boss. 2 crores mobile devices are registered. For sending 2 crore messages, how much they will charge? Imagine boss, ఒక 2 కోట్ల డివైసెస్ కి ఒక మెసేజ్ పంపించాలి బాస్, ఎంత ఛార్జ్ అవుతుంది? For example, for 1 lakh messages 16,000 rupees, right? For 2 crores, 2 crores into 2 crores అంటే వస్తుంది 200 lakh, right? 200 lakh into 200 into 16,000 bucks, 32 lakhs. Really, Flipkart is earning 32 lakhs per day. Come on, boss, think. So నిజంగానే ఫ్లిప్కార్ట్ 32 lakhs ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తుందా పర్ డేకి SMS సెండ్ చేయడానికి? Then how Flipkart is sending the notifications to your mobile phone? Google Cloud Messaging. It's free of cost. So that's why they are also providing ప్రతి గంటకు ఒక నోటిఫికేషన్ వస్తుంది. ఎందుకు వస్తుందంటే ఇట్స్ ఫ్రీ ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్. Who asked you to register in flipkart.com, paytm.com and all? Correct or not? Okay. So there are some very important concepts apart from these four components. Okay. My intention is I want to tell, with these four components you will learn the basic Android part. You will learn. With this basic knowledge you can develop some small applications you can develop. If you want to develop big enterprise applications, apart from these four components, we need some additional things. That additional things we'll discuss once if you complete these four components. Okay. So okay, we'll go the people approach. I mean the regular people approach. If you want to develop Android applications, the people says you need to have a knowledge on these four things. What are the four things? Activity, service, broadcast receiver and so what is the first component? Activity, right? So what is meant by activity? So activity means a single screen in the application. Activity means a single screen in the application with UI components. With UI components. Activity means a single screen in the application with UI components. User is going to interact with the device. అవసరమైన తీసేసి అవసరమైన
So he gave an answer. Sir, నాకు మనుషులతో మాట్లాడడం ఇష్టం అంట. అంటే మనుషుల దాన్ని పెట్టుకుని మాట్లాడతావు వేరే వాళ్ళకి వస్తుంది. అదే సార్ మనకు వస్తుంది వాళ్ళకి రావు. మీరు ఏసీ ఆన్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఆఫ్ చేసుకోవడం బెటర్ బాస్. బయట టెంపరేచర్ 30 కంటే తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. బయట టెంపరేచర్ 30 కంటే తక్కువ ఉంటుంది, సో ఇక్కడ 30 కంటే ఎక్కువ పెట్టుకున్నాను మీరు.
Shall we start, boss? So activity means a single screen in the application with some UI components. User is going to interact with the device. User is going to interact with the device through activity. User is going to interact with the device through which component? Through activity. A single screen in the application with UI components. User is going to interact with the device through which component? Activity component. It is a Java file. It is a Java file. A single screen in the application with UI components. User is going to interact with the device through which component? Activity component. So if you take any screen in Android, it is called as an activity. Okay, no? Okay. So can I say this is an activity? A single screen in the application. For example, I want to interact with this device. How to interact with the device? All these are the user interface controls, boss. All these are the buttons. So everything is one activity. This is one activity. A single screen in the application with some user interface components. All these are the user interface only. Like buttons, text fields, all these are the user interface components. So a single screen in the application with some user interface components. User is going to interact with the device through activity. So every single screen is one activity. This is one activity. Next, this is one activity. So when you select these settings, you'll get one more activity. Like each and every screen is nothing but one activity. Okay, it is a Java file. So meaning if user wants to interact with the device, so we have to create an activity. So first in our course, we are going to discuss this activity part. Activity means single screen. What is the second statement? With some UI components. What are the different types of UI components in Android? Like text view, edit text, some drop down menus. So different user interface components are there, right? So first we learn what are the different UI components are there in Android. So how to use those UI components in Android. Okay. So first in our course content, first we'll concentrate on what? Activity part. Okay. So we'll see how to create the different user interface in Android. So what is the next one? Next one is service. Service means a long running background process. Service means a long running background process without any user interaction. A long running background process without any user interaction. With user interaction is called as what? Activity. Without user interaction, a background process is called as service. So can you tell me some examples for service? For example, I switch on Wi-Fi in my mobile phone. If you are walking on the road, whenever the Wi-Fi network is available, you will get one notification in your device. Open Wi-Fi network is available. Correct or not? See, I am not interacting with the Wi-Fi. So boss, is there any Wi-Fi network devices are available? Wi-Fi networks are available. But without the user interaction, there are some background services are running. Lace off change, sir. AC ga sir, fan. Sir, okay, 5 minutes, sir. Help them. Okay, sir. We'll start. So a long running background process without any user interaction. అయిపోయిందా సార్? Start chedama sir. So whenever the Wi-Fi network is available, you'll get some notifications. Open Wi-Fi network is available. So we are not interacting, right? We are not interacting with the device. Boss, is there any Wi-Fi device are available? But who will give that one? Without your permission, some service is running in the background. WhatsApp notifications. Your WhatsApp notification. Are you checking every time, boss? I'm getting any WhatsApp notification, any notification, any notification? Check చేసుకుంటున్నారా ప్రతిసారి? No, right? Then who is giving that notification? So without your user interaction, a service is running in the background. Your media player. So after completion of one audio file, automatically it will take the next one. Your what's audio player, video player. Next. So all these are the best examples for services. Okay. So there are n number of services are there in the background. Your Wi-Fi status, your network status, your Wi-Fi status, network status. Next, your WhatsApp notifications. WhatsApp notifications. All these are the best examples for services. Okay. So maximum in your applications, you will get a requirement of using the activity as well as services. With user interaction, we had to do something, and without user interaction, we had to do something in the background. Okay. So activity and service. So what is the next one? Broadcast receiver. So here broadcast receivers are registered for system announcements. Broadcast receivers are registered for what? System announcements. So meaning, I'll tell you the examples so that you will understand. Broadcast receivers are registered for what? System announcements. Okay. So example for this broadcast receiver is, let us take by default, this is a charger symbol. Let us take. By default, this is a device power symbol. So once if you connect a charger to this one, immediately it is going to change the symbol like this. Correct or not? If battery is completely dead, it will display into mark. Next, it will display if battery is, for example, if it is less than 15%, it will display in a red color. Initially, it will display in a green color. So how your device knows all these things? User battery is low, or user battery is completely dead. Okay. Another best example was initially in the top section you will get empty, but once if you get correct headset, immediately it is going to display one headset symbol on top of your device. So how your device recognizes headset is connected, so that's why it display this headset symbol. Truecaller is there, right? What is a Truecaller? When you are making a call and when you are getting a call from an unknown number, the Truecaller will tell you what is a person name. That strip image is there, right? Strip image in the sense that one image will get, boss, when you are making a call and when you are getting a call. So how Truecaller knows user is making a call and user is getting a call? So all these are the best examples for broadcast receiver. Another best example, my device is in active state now. When I select the power button, it is going to enter into a sleep state. So how my device knows user is selected a power button, so that's why enter into sleep state. When you select volume increase button, volume is going to be increased. Volume decrease button, volume will be decreased. So what are all these things? All these things are the best examples for broadcast receivers. Broadcast receivers are registered for system announcements. Okay. So getting an SMS. Recently, one of my students developed an application that is, if you get any SMS, that SMS text he is storing into his database. So first, from your application, you had to know, right? So whenever user got an SMS, how to get that event? User got an SMS, user is getting a call, user is making a call. So how to get all these events? Through what? Through broadcast receivers. So broadcast receivers are registered for system announcements. Like best example, getting a call. Getting a call is in broadcast announcement. Next, your headset plugin. headset plugin, charger connected, charger disconnected, charger connected and disconnected. Next, the battery is low. So like all these are the best examples for the broadcast receivers. Okay. Next, what is the last one? Content providers. So content providers is used to share the data between content providers is used to share the data between multiple applications. Content provider is used to share the data between what? The data between multiple applications. Content provider is used to share the data between multiple applications. If you complete, I'll explain what is meant a content provider. Okay, completed. So content provider is used to share the data between multiple applications. So meaning in Android we have one security feature. That security feature is we cannot access some other application's data into our application. Let us take, there are two applications in my device. So this is one application and this is another application. Let us take this application name is X application. So this application name is Y application. Let us take. This X application is having some data. This X application is having some data in the database. So what is the database in Android? What is the database in Android? SQLite is a database. So this X application is having some data in the database. The requirement is this Y application wants to access the X application's data. This is a requirement. But this is not possible in Android directly. One of the security feature in Android is we cannot access some other application's data into your application. One of the security feature. But if you take some applications, let us take this X application name is, let us take this X application name is Contacts. Contacts is an application, right, in Android. Okay. This Y application name is, let us take WhatsApp. In WhatsApp application, can you access the contacts data or not? Contacts data is stored in the contacts database. In WhatsApp application, you can access the contacts data or not, boss? Yes, we can access the contacts data. Let us take one more application is, let us take call log application. Call log is an application and here the application is Truecaller. In Truecaller application, we can access the call log data. So as per our discussion, we should not allow, right? Directly we cannot access some other application's data into your application. But here, WhatsApp people are accessing the contacts data. Truecaller people are accessing the call log data. How it is possible? So directly we cannot access some other application's data, we cannot access. But if the application is providing a content provider, then we can access the data. Contacts is providing the content provider. Boss, you can access my data. Then what is the problem for you? Correct or not? Contacts is telling you, boss, you can access my application data. So you can access the contacts data. Call log is also providing what? The content provider. So directly we cannot access some other application's data into your application. But if the application is providing a content provider, then we can access the data. Okay. So reading the data from some other applications is called as the content providers. Okay. So some examples for content providers is the contacts application is providing the content provider. Your call log information is also providing the content provider, call log application. The settings application is also providing the content provider. And your media information also you can access in the content provider. Content provider is used to share the data between multiple applications. Okay. So these are some sample applications for content provider. So these are the four components of Android. Generally, the people says these are the 4 components. If you know these 4 things, you can develop Android applications. But I told you, right? In my view, if you have a knowledge of these 4 components, you can develop basic applications. You cannot develop the big complex interface applications. You cannot develop with these 4 concepts. So once we complete this part, then after that we'll start advanced Android. Meaning, if you want to develop some big enterprise applications, if you want to develop, apart from these 4 things, additionally we need some more concepts. So that concepts we'll discuss that concepts also once if we complete these 4 concepts. Okay. So thank you. Tomorrow we'll start the simple hello world application. We'll see. Theory part start.
పిల్లల్ని బెదిరించేస్తారు ఆయన హరీష్